nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped down, cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped down, cause it's bad boy for life.
Welcome back, motherfuckers. It feels so good to have everybody's money. Thinking about taking it all, going to the casino and putting it on black, but, you know, that's just a thought. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. I know one person enjoyed that more than the others, and I don't care. All right, well, 2021 NFL season is upon us. Can you guys believe now? This is just for some of us. I would say at least more than half the league. This is going to be our 7th season together. Now for Kyle, I believe it's his 3rd, and then Half Squat and Brendan, I believe it's their 4th. Boys, we have built something amazing, and just I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm kidding. I hate all of you. 7th season. Crazy, right? Whew. Thanks. I was wrong. This will be our 8th season. 8th season. All right. Anyways, before I get started into what's coming up week 1, I put together some notes. I know you guys appreciate stats and whatnot, and you know that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you guys the information that you want to hear. So I looked through all the league history, ran some numbers, got some fun facts and whatnot. So could you tell me who... I doubt this person even knows they did it. Either one of them. Worst record all time since the league's been active in 2014. Worst record. No guesses? I'll give you this. He did this the year after he won the championship. Won the championship. What's he do next year for an encore? 1-11. That person, you ask? Austin Bisen in 2015. 1-11. Just trash. So bad. Best record, you ask? I was a little surprised by this. Any guesses? No one? It was last year. It was Schnars at 10-2. And he blew it out of his ass. Didn't do a damn thing with it. Another little one for you. Little nugget. Most points in a single season. I would not have guessed this one. Now, there was one person higher than him, but that person is no longer in the league. So I went with people that are only in the league. 1,643 points in 2018. It was Brendan May. Pretty crazy, right? Because look at his team now. I think he'd be lucky to score 43 points this year. Least amount of points scored in a season? Any guesses? I'll tell you this. I said his name once. He scored 969 points and had a record of 1-11 in 2015. I mean, did you even show up to the draft? What did you do? Just so bad. It's pathetic. But I look for a lot of that out of him this year. And one last little nugget. I went back. You know, we clowned Andrew a lot for never making the playoffs. Now that he has made the playoffs, is he the worst in this league of all time? I don't think so. So I went back, looked at the numbers, wanted to see how many times people have been to playoffs, right? So we'll start with Andrew. He's been there once. Hey, good job. Who has the most playoff appearances? Yeah, I'm that good. 5 with 2 rings. 2 rings. I got to get them resized. I don't have them on right now. Who's next? We got 2 people tied. One of these surprised me. So Schnars did not surprise me. Has been to the playoffs 4 times with 1 ring, and this other guy has been to the playoffs 4 times. But yeah, I mean he'd basically be the Cincinnati Bengals of this league, and that's Mikey. I didn't know he had 4 playoff appearances. I thought he's just always been trash. So yeah. Next, you got 3 playoff appearances for 2 people. Keith has 3 appearances in which he has come in second place every time he goes. And Bisen has 3 playoff appearances and 3 rings. So I guess the word on him is if he makes the playoffs, he wins. He won't make it this year, so that shouldn't be a threat. Nobody has just 2. No, I lied. Half Squat has 2. And he's only been here for 3 full seasons, this being his 4th. And then here is your list of people with 1 playoff appearance outside of Andrew. Brendan, who has a ring, Kyle, and Bruner. Now, Bruner has been in this league for what is going to be his 8th year. He made the playoffs his 2nd year in the league and hasn't made it since. Yikes. Going to see a lot of Bruner and Andrew, I imagine, and Kyle in the Battle of the Bitches this year. Those would be your 3 to watch. Probably Bisen, too. It's going to be Bisen. So, yeah, there's your little nuggets. Let's go ahead and hop into this Week 1 matchup. Battle of the Bitches. Anyone want to take a guess? Has anyone looked at the matchups? There's one that's super clear and obvious. And it's last year's worst. Kyle versus the biggest mouth in Keith. And there was no really debate as to who to put in here. And I look for a lot of the same out of Kyle. I look for him to regress from, 3 wins to probably 2, maybe 1. I look for him to compete with Bisen's worst all-time record. And with an extra game, 1-12 is in sight. Yeah. Keith, I don't know if Keith knows what a running back is, but I'll let him do what he would like. It's going to be ugly for Keith this year. It's going to be ugly. But I look for Kyle to win his first game. That might be it. He might win 1 game and run the table the other way, if you know what I mean. Next, who else we got? We got Brundog versus Brendan. It's nice to see Brendan now has a roster, or a lineup, I should say. Roster questionable. A lineup, we can play Week 1 now. That's good. Bruner was very concerned. As most of us know, Bruner made a big-time deal with myself. He moved on from Alvin Kamara, but added some young talent around his team. Team's looking solid. Brendan is in trouble. Potentially. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. This could be a bad year for Brendan. Bruner's got a lot to prove, though. Bruner's track record It's not good. If you guys remember, he started 3-0 last year. He was in my week 4 preview review. He was listed at number 1 in the power rankings. And what happened? You want to say it, Brunner? Folded like a lawn chair. It was ugly. So, I don't know. He'll probably come out hot. He'll probably put up like 200 points. And, yeah, wheels will fall off eventually. You want to get Brunner after like week 4. That's when you want to get him. Moving on. Andrew and Mikey. Same concept, except, different position. Does Mikey know what a receiver is? But, Gus Edwards should carry him to whatever, I guess. But I guess he got Josh Allen. So, in this one, you got Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, though. So, not ideal. It's not too good. But let me tell you what. I'm looking at this. How did Andrew make the playoffs last year? Just because he had Mahomes, Hill, and Derrick Henry? Because this team is garbage. You're going to tell me Jalen Reagor is your number 2 receiver? He's not even the number 2 receiver on his own team. Sorry. Philly's bad at football. Philly's very bad. Yeah, I don't know how this team made the playoffs. I guess it was literally just those 3. I mean, I know Tyreek had a huge 60-point game, whatever. Derrick Henry did his thing. Can 3 people literally carry you to the playoffs? Can they carry you to the second-place finish? I guess. Can they do it again? Not a fucking chance in hell. Also, they have Mikey as a 71% chance to win this game, which is by far the biggest gap. 71-29. 71% for Mikey, 29 for you. That explanation was more for Andrew. I know he struggles with numbers. Everything else is like 50, 40, somewhere in there. Next one, half squat, Schnars. How's Schnars going to respond after a 10-2 year where he got bounced in the first round? That's the question. Also, there's a little storyline in this matchup. If you guys remember, I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before, where they made a trade where Schnars acquired Aaron Rodgers from half squat. No, it was last year because it was right before he snapped his leg. Sorry. He acquired Aaron Rodgers because half squat was tired of deciding Rodgers, Prescott, Rodgers, Dak. Who am I playing? He moved the wrong one at the time. So now in this game, it is currently Dak Prescott versus Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, what more do you need? But I'm definitely giving the edge to Schnars here because half squat is starting Kenny Golladay, and he is a piece of fucking shit. Yeah. This would be your second biggest gap. They have Schnars 59%, half squat 41. And your game of the week. You knew it was going to happen. You knew it was. It's always me. It's always. But it's because I'm going to take down the defending champ. COVID season. Okay, COVID season. Yeah, he just added his quarterback. It's, September 5th? 4th? September 4th. He just got his starting quarterback. Yikes. Yeah, not looking too good there. His team, on the other hand, it's got some big names. But is it big enough? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I'll be wiping the floor with Bisen. That won't be a problem. Defending champ, he's got nothing for me. So that'll wrap up me covering the games. I want to get into how about we'll do some little predictions real quick. Who I think is going to make the playoffs this year? I'll give you 4 teams. One obviously is going to be me. I'll be back. You know, we rebuilt last year. We retooled. We got some new toys. We love new toys over here. Uh, we're going to be back. We look to be the number 1 seed. We'll lose 1 game this year. We'll be resting starters our last week. That's not going to be an issue. That'll probably be our only loss. Who else do I like? I think Schnars returns. I think he gets back in there. Who else do I like? Give me. I like Bruner and Kyle. Bruner, Kyle, Schnars, and myself. That's my prediction for your playoffs this year. Who do I think is going to be the worst team? I think there's a clear favorite, but I'm going to do what I always do, and it's Keith. It's Keith. It's always Keith. So, yeah. I guess for 6 of you, you can come step into my office and fight me. I guess for the 3 of you, you're happy that I said your name. You should be. Don't get it twisted, though. Just because you make the playoffs, you won't be winning anything. Yeah, so that'll wrap this up. Hope you Baggets enjoyed this. Daddy's got some college football to watch. Go Turtles. Bye, bitches.